This is your CBS 46 News Update, brought to you by West Shore Home.
I'm Rick Fulbaum. We begin with a developing story in Georgia with its first reported case of a coronavirus variant. This new strain was first detected in the UK, and it's slightly more contagious. The Georgia Department of Public Health says an 18-year-old man with no travel history has tested positive for the variant and is isolating at home. Officials add there is no evidence this new strain causes more severe illness or increases the risk of death. Taking a look at the latest coronavirus numbers here in Georgia, more than 6,100 new cases reported in just the last 24 hours, and 68 people have died. Millions of Georgians have cast their votes in the twin Senate runoff races. The results of today's election will determine the balance of power in the U.S. Congress. Republican incumbent Senator Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue squaring off against their Democratic opponents, Reverend Raphael Warnock and Jon Ossoff. And it has been a long and expensive campaign season for these dual races. Democrats and Republicans spending nearly $500 million in advertising. The Georgia Secretary of State's office says the election process has gone smoothly so far. More than 3 million people voted early or by mail-in ballot. The average wait time statewide hovered around 1 minute today. Officials say there were very few problems, with one polling location outside of Augusta seeing wait times over 20 minutes. Protesters, meanwhile, already gathering in Washington, D.C. ahead of tomorrow's joint session of Congress to certify electoral votes in the presidential contest. Congress will open sealed certificates from each state during that session. President Trump has called on Vice President Mike Pence to throw out the Electoral College votes, a power the vice president does not have.
Mike Pence comes through for us, I have to tell you. Of course, if he doesn't come through, I won't like him quite as much.
Dozens of House Republicans and at least 13 GOP senators say they will object to the Electoral College count. That includes Georgia Senator Kelly Loeffler. According to the rules, an objection would have to be raised by a lawmaker from both the House and the Senate. Then the chambers would split up and debate for up to 2 hours before voting on the challenge.
Let me just tell you something. We're going to be inaugurated, period.
As Vice President-elect Kamala Harris saying that she and President-elect Joe Biden are not worried about what happens tomorrow. While picking up takeout this week, she said that once they take office January 20th, they will immediately get control over the coronavirus vaccine rollout program, and they will get $2,000 stimulus checks into the hands of Americans.
A cold night ahead, much colder than it was last night. Temperatures dropping to freezing in Atlanta. We'll see plenty of 20s in the North Georgia mountains. Then tomorrow, another gorgeous day. Starting off mostly sunny, but then we'll see increasing clouds. Highs in the mid-50s. Enjoy the mid-50s and enjoy the dry weather because changes are on the way. Next round of rain moves in on Thursday. It will be cold enough in the North Georgia mountains that we could see a few flurries Thursday night into Friday morning. Elevations above 2,000 feet could see 1 to 2 inches of snow here in Metro Atlanta. Just a cold rain.
This has been your personal news update from CBS 46 News, brought to you by West Shore Homes, Atlanta's one-day bath remodeler.